Right, let's go. So, this is the first talk show of 2023.
Yeah.
And your first talk show.
I know, I'm very excited.
Excited?
Wish me luck, guys.
So, Ashley's our new Porsche Pro. So, she's going to be taking over from Joe, who's moved on to the dark side into sale. So, anyone that come into our centre, you'll be helping them out with all their
Absolutely.
needs relating to, like, anything techie or anything, just everything.
Ask me anything. Yeah, go for it.
Also, you're going to be partnering with me now with the talk show going forward. We're going to be doing the new Tech Tips series. We're reviewing cars and all sorts. Lots planned for 2023. So that'll be great to get stuck into.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's crack on with the first talk show. So lots of news come out already in 2023 on the newsroom. So what's the first thing we're going to talk about? I'll let you take the first story of the
Ooh. I mean, to be fair, if we're going to talk about exciting things on Newsroom, we have to talk about the 357, right?
It's pretty cool thing. So the first celebration for Porsche's 75th birthday, which is this year, 2023. So 75 years of Porsche, and they gave themselves a little birthday present.
Absolutely. I mean, to be fair, if you're going to pick a birthday present, can't go wrong with that, can you?
So they were given free reign, basically, weren't they? To the designers over in Germany, got given free reign to design a car based on the 356, the first Porsche, but to just bring it into the modern era, but not having to follow all the little rules like on the road safety and all that sort of stuff. So
that's what I quite like about it, is it's kind of thinking about, okay, well, what would Ferry Porsche's dream car look like if he was designing it today? I love all the little details they put into it, because it's quite futuristic, it's quite innovative, but there's a lot of tradition there. Yeah. So
I really like the headlights. It's just like perforated holes, but like the lights are behind, but they keep the line of the car. Like
that's it.
But it's still got the circle, which like harks back for a 356. So
that's it. Nice little bit of heritage there.
Yeah, and obviously the back. Obviously, there wasn't any engine in the back of this one. But they've kept the styling of where like the grill was.
Yeah,
a bit of styling around it, so that was pretty cool. And the little bonnet caps, they're like modern bonnet clips.
Yeah,
but like they were reminiscent of like the old straps that they used to have on a 356. So
I like that.
It was pretty cool little design touches, like you say, going back the old, but bringing it new.
That's it, a nice little mix. I mean, that's what Porsche's all about, really, isn't it? It's being innovative, but still harking back to our design DNA, really.
Exactly, yeah. So, and that brings me into my first news article, which is the Crest. So, this year is the birth date of the Crest as well. So, that's going to be the exact date. So, it's 1952. Is when they first started using the Crest on the vehicles.
Right.
So it actually comes, obviously the first cars didn't have them. It was actually an Austrian-American gentleman called Max Hoffman.
Right.
He was owner of the Hoffman Motor Company. And he met with Ferry Porsche over in America and was saying to him, you need a crest, you need a logo, you need a stamp, you need a trademark, you need something that denotes that this like is a Porsche.
Yeah.
And the story goes that it was written on a napkin during that conversation, and that became the Crest. I think the more story goes is Ferry Porsche got that idea.
Yeah.
Designers designed the logo, which has stuff about the Stuttgart Crest and stuff built into it. But yeah, that's obviously the history, but it's been modernized slightly over the years and like made a bit sleeker and stuff, but it's still got that heritage, still got all the bits in it that it had to start with back in 1952. So yeah, it's quite a history year this year with lots of different birthdays. And the other one is Le Mans, which is another news story. 100 years.
Wow.
That's 100
years.
100 years of Le Mans. So that's going to be a big event this year.
Yeah.
Because obviously Porsche's 25th birthday, 100 years of Le Mans.
Yeah.
Bring in the 963, which didn't have the greatest start to life in the Daytona 24 Hours recently. So it will be, hopefully, obviously that was a test bed. So hopefully the kinks have been ironed out.
Yeah.
And there's a few, they were running really well, and they were like leading the pack for quite a bit until a few technical issues hung about. So hopefully they'll learn from that.
Yeah.
And then coming back into Le Mans, they'll be able to sort of get that 20th win, which I think Porsche are eager to, because if they get a 20th win in the 75th year of Porsche, in the year of Le Mans, it'll just be a big event.
Speaking of birthday presents, that would be absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
It would be really, really great. So, yeah, I think Le Mans this year is going to be a one to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And see what happens there. So, yes, big year this year. And also, big birthday year.
Great time to join the company, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're 66 years of Porsche this year. Yeah, so obviously the company dates back to the 1800s, for those that don't know. But, yeah. As Porsche, we've sold since 1957, so I think 66 years this year. So that's a lot of years, a lot of history.
For you. Yeah.
So what's your next story? I'm hogging it all here now.
No, yeah. Honestly, I'm obviously, Porsche Pro, big on tech and spec. I'm absolutely in love with these new matrix lights they brought out. So the new Porsche LED headlights, they've revamped them a little bit. They've basically got these tiny little chips where they've got 16,000 tiny individual controllable little words falling out of my head. What is it? What are they? Micro LEDs.
Micro LEDs.
They're tiny wee things.
I've seen that in like TV technology.
Yeah.
Like micro LED and stuff like that, but I've not heard about it in lights. So that's a pretty cool thing. I've seen like the current matrix lights and how cool that is when you're driving on the road, and you say you've got your full beams on, and you see that car coming to you and it like cuts out the gap of the car.
That's it.
And it's like,
I mean, imagine that, but next level. Yeah. So forget about just cornering lights. You've now got things like, well, for example, lane illumination, where it will just do the lane that you're in, for example. So if you're on a motorway, it will do your lane. It will read the actual lines of the road. So no matter where you are in that lane, it will read that lane and light up just that. And then when you do personally move into another lane, it then briefly will do both and then back to the one you're in. So little things like that. Construction as well, construction and narrow lanes. What it will do is instead of doing the full lane, it will do just the size of a vehicle. And then that way, let's say you're navigating through and you're thinking, will I fit here? Will I be able to do it? It gives you that kind of guideline of where your vehicle will sit on that path. Isn't that absolutely bonkers?
That's cool. So like you can know whether you're going to fit.
Exactly. A little bit of confidence.
Because of the light.
Yeah, breathe in.
Well, it's little things like that. Like you probably don't realise you need it until you have it.
Yeah.
And then it's all those things that you have it. Once you have it, you don't want to go back to not having it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, even dipped headlights, that was revolutionary at the time. And now not only do you have that, you've got, like you say, the lights blocking out that car's ahead, and it's just everything single step. It's just more exciting than last.
That's going to be cool. That's going to, I can't wait to see that come through on some of the cars coming forward. So like, not only are Porsche doing the big things, obviously, new cars and stuff like that,
but just fine tuning
the stuff they've already got, which I think is going to be very exciting. So I'm just going to quickly say about the birthday. So I'm not going to say enough about it. So we've got some big celebrations ourselves for the 75th birthday. So we're hosting a big event in June at our centre. So that'll be pretty cool. Stay on our social medias for that. So if you follow us on Porsche and the South Lakes, on everything. I think everything. Every social. Yeah, you definitely should. Yeah. So we'll be announcing loads more about that coming up. And it's also the 60 years of the 911. So yeah, it's like how many birthdays can they fit into like 1 year? It's like everything's just accumulating at once really this year. So but yeah, 60 years of 911, so the icon of the brand. So I think there'll be some big events around that as well. So Yeah, it's a big birthday bumpy year this year, so I'm looking forward to some of the things that are going to be coming up and some of the events we've got on. So
Too.
if you keep an eye out, and then if you can make it to the events, great. I think it'll be a good show.
Absolutely.
Any other news things that you want to talk about, or should we wrap it up for the first one of 2023?
Yeah.
So start off nice and easy. Nice and easy one.
Throw me in the deep end after.
Yeah, we're going to 20. I want 20 news articles for the next one.
No. Okay. I'll start reading now. I'm sorry, guys.
But yeah, so we've got quite a few cool things that have been announced already this year, and then knowing what's coming ahead, there's going to be some good news articles to talk about going forward in 2023, and hopefully we'll try and make these a bit more regular now that Ashley's settled into the job a bit more, and we can keep it going. So like, subscribe, as we always say, and we'll see you in the next one.
Amazing. See you there, guys.